What's going on, everybody? James here. ReadCaptionAgency.com, 21 years selling on eBay, and boom. We're going to get into the morning. So I went ahead and got everything pulled. Whew. All right, so how was the weekend? The weekend was awesome. I literally had sales every hour, 24 hours a day, Saturday and Sunday. Just like it's supposed to be. Flowed nice, was very happy. Let's see. And then kind of overnight, womp, womp, womp. So you could definitely tell there was a shutdown overnight. Right about 1 a.m. my time, so it would have been 11 California time. Everything just shut off. I mean, we're talking 2 days of consistent sales every hour, on the hour, doom, 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 for 48 hours straight. And then 1 p.m. or 1 a.m. last night, everything just stopped. So, when you wonder how I know when things are wrong, that's how I know. Because when things are rolling, I literally have sales every hour of the day. So for it just to stop and nothing for several hours, and that's talking offers, emails, and sales. So, but let's get into what I did and what's going on right now. So as of 8 a.m. this morning, I only had like $16 from 2 a.m. to 8 a.m. So 6 hours and $16. After Saturday was $1,100 and Sunday was $1,000. Friday was a little over $1,000. So 1, 2, so yeah, 1, 2, 3. So we had like $3,100 in 3 days. That's the eBay I knew before all the issues started. So it was good to have a nice weekend of great sales. And like I said, about 1 o'clock a.m., everything just stopped. So, and I had $16 by 8 a.m. We are at 8:30, and I'm up to 84. So maybe things will bounce back. Hopefully I'm still on that good, the good server right now. I think last time it lasted, what, about 5 days? 4.5, 5 days. So we'll see how long it goes this time. I was on it for 3 days so far. So Friday I sold 61 items, 64 on Saturday, and 63 on Sunday. Surprisingly enough, I didn't really have any of my big multiple orders of my low dollar stuff. So that was like the one variable that was kind of missing. So, but see how today starts out. But very happy weekend. So I got a nice little array of stuff here to ship out. I don't think I really got any topic to talk about. Let's see what's going on all around. There's more content. Just found your channel, loving the honest, sincere, heartfelt content. Keep it up and you'll be at 100K subscribers before you know it. I don't know about that. Thanks for the optimistic outlook, but all right. So if you saw the email Saturday, or the video Saturday, I went to that new thrift store and picked up a few items. Talked to the owners a lot while I was there, so real good situation should come from that for everybody involved, so that'll be positive. What else? I don't know. Let's just get into shipping and See what comes up. Peter Stamps is back working because Adrian shipped all weekend. And it looks like it was all stamps.com done. So there we go. Go age. Alrighty, Australia, Argentina, Australia, Australia. Those were from yesterday. So, and Italy. That was definitely from 2 days ago. All right. So headed to Italy. So I told you I pulled some long box video game, big box video games out of storage. So sold a decent amount of those this weekend, along with some of the other items that you saw in the video also. So we got the FIFA. Headed to Italy. Sold for $28. I grabbed these, hoping they'll fit in them. Hopefully be a perfect fit. But oh, he ran out of tape and didn't change it out. So I just started to try like a new category in my store yesterday, because I have, with all the stuff I've bought over the years, I have so much just small weird stuff that'll like come in the bottom of boxes and stuff. So I put a category in my store called eclectic junk drawer. And just any little like keychains or pens and pencils or any little oddball things, I'm going to put in that category, and it's going to be like a buy one, get one free type of category. I'm putting everything in at like $9.99, buy one, get one free, and we'll see if anything happens there. Since I got so much of that just little stuff, I don't know. I mean, I can end it at any time and just throw it in donations, but I figured might as well try it and see if it can turn into something. It's all about trying new things and finding new avenues to make money. What I put up yesterday was like several like little religious tokens, like a religious St. Peter's or St. Christopher Christmas ornament, a wooden token, some keychains, some random keys, so just a whole bunch of different types of stuff like that is what I'm going to use it for. So hopefully that'll be kind of neat if some of that little just oddball, I love selling that oddball stuff that you wouldn't really expect. So it's Monday morning. I am just haven't got my mojo yet. I'm just haven't found my groove. I just got up, so kind of just all over the place. Used PC game. 127 015.1, and of course I need the code, and he closed it down. I always forget what to look under for these damn things. Is there... Let me see if this website will work here. See, I type in video game and it brings up 1,000 things. Games, video games, consoles, machines, others. Guess I can use that one. It says video games, consoles, and machines, so I cannot use that one. Let me just try. All right, video game, consoles, and machines other than subheading. All right, so price of game under PS. This is just ridiculous. I'm just going to use that code. Just going to use it. Don't have all day to look up a code for a damn country. Well, you know they really want to control your life when they want to know exactly what is coming into their country, like to the T, like how many video games, how many CDs, how many of everything there is in existence. Like, what would you use that information for? I guess there'd be plenty of uses for it. But the whole gathering intelligence on humans, man, that it's just gone wild. The stuff they're can pull nowadays with technology, phones, cameras everywhere, social media. Can you just imagine the computer power you would need to process all that? And you could, with the right program, you could break it down to, man, just what a 34-year-old male eats the most in this country. You know, I mean, it's just crazy. And of course, the next generation will be accustomed to it all, just as we were accustomed to stuff that my parents look at like, that's crazy. Till Bass to Us Part CD sold for $630, headed to San Antonio. Oh, this one needs resurfaced. And it does feel like that eventually, like, everything that is human about humanity will be deleted, erased, non-existence, like emotions and all that stuff. Because I often thought about this. Hey, it's Monday, we can talk about anything. Like, you hear the whole gray alien, how they seem very non-sexual, very non-emotion. They're just this character, and they don't seem to have any kind of like human quality when it comes to that. And even speaking, they don't speak verbally. I could see a gray alien being like us in the future, just because of technology stripping away what human nature really is. Could be a little far out there, but if I could see it. All right, we got this vintage Nicholas Reich Six Baron Fuller purse. Sold for $50. Headed to Wilmington, Delaware. Will this fit in one of those boxes? It might. Rabbit, it might. And it's kind of almost like conditioning now is going on when it comes to that, like how people attack other people for having different opinions or different thoughts, what have you. Almost like conditioning the human nature to be one thought related, one. Nope, it will not fit in there. Of course, that's probably way. I wouldn't say it's way out there, but. All right, I'm going to have to find a little bit bigger box for this. I'll do that separate so I don't waste time because I'll have to dig for one of them. All right, next up we've got, are you ready for a CD lot? We've got a lot of 30 CDs, and then they also bought Dervish Decade CD. Both together, $32, headed to La Jolla, California. So we will open this up, see if we can squeeze this one in here. Yes, we can. I'm at the point with these videos, like I don't know where to go with them. Just kind of, like I could just stop making videos and be okay with it right now. Like I'm in that headspace. Because I'm just like, don't know where to go with them. Sometimes you get people who say, you know, and of course I'm going to do whatever I want to do. And I'm like, talk like just like I just did. Like I'll get those people who feel that I should just be talking resale stuff. And then sometimes I'll feel like I should be, because are you really picking up anything if I'm not? And then what's the point of the channel? So why do a video if I don't have something to talk about to help you guys? And so I'm in one of those situations where I'm like, do I just stop making videos, or do I just do them a lot less? Or do I just keep going and talk about whatever the hell I want? But that seems to be hurting the channel when it comes to growth. It's like all my videos now are barely getting 1,000 views, and they were getting like 1,200 to 2,000. So something happened, whether that's me or the algorithm or both, or who knows. So I'm like, well, if I really have nothing to talk about, should I even talk? Should I even talk? Right. But I called it My Boring Reseller Life for a reason. So I can do whatever I want to do on the channel. So if I don't have nothing to teach, that video will not do well. And maybe when I do, it will. So this was from my collection, but I went ahead and took an offer on it because it was enough. So we got a Motley Crue die-cast. So for $40, headed to Clearwater, Michigan. If you're in Motley Crue, when's the last time you saw a Motley Crue shirt with Karabi on it? Figured it was nice and fitting with Mick out of the band now. Everybody's been out of the band now except Nikki. And of course it wouldn't be a band without him since he's the main songwriter. Okay, let me find an air bubble. Sometimes, James, it's just about the items sold and nothing more. So this video is just about the items sold and nothing more. House of Exorcism VHS. So for $5, headed to Moline, Illinois. I've been trying to think of like different videos to do too. I'm trying to find, I don't know, a unique way to, since people always like the company of a live video type of thing. So I've been trying to think of a way to do something a little different in that area. Whether it's live or recorded, I'm not sure. Because live I get distracted too much and don't get too much done. So kind of just up in the air, not knowing where to go or what to do. So just always thinking, what's next? All right, next up we got this National League Champions Cardinals plaque. So for $36, headed down to Ironton, Missouri, where my brother was an officer at one time. And I won't say anything about Ironton and the police force at that time, because they say if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say anything. It wasn't like an ideal police force, if you catch my drift, from what I was told. Alright. Need some bonus box. Fill the gap. And that was a long time ago, so that's probably, hopefully that's changed by now down there. Got better people, maybe, hopefully. More honest people. All right. James, you already spoke too much. You already told them exactly what was going on without telling them. He wasn't there very long. I'll just say that. He got up out of that mode quick. All right. Gotcha. $398. Glad the Cardinal stuff's still flowing though. 16 by 13. 16, 13, 1. I'll just do 2 to play it safe. Same thing. Communication error. So I'm gonna make sure it switched it over. Yep. Wait a minute, why is that game not here? Wonder if he accidentally marked it as shipped somehow. Over here. I sold Doom Friday. I sold for $50. But why is it not pulled it over into stamps? But yeah, it still sits right here on eBay. Oh, the buyer engaged with the coupon I sent for this. That's cool. I never noticed that before. Cool. And then it gives you an option to send coupon. What, you can send them like one-by-one coupons? Did not know that. Well, this sold for $50, so let me go ahead and see if I can ship this with eBay. Since for some reason it's not pulled over. Purchase shipping label. Weight 14.2. 10. What? No, that's 0. Well, that's a pain. Okay. Whoops, no, that's that. Okay, that worked. Okay. Okay, so it's international. $22. It shouldn't cost that much to send, I don't think. Maybe it, yeah, maybe it is, right? Boom. Ultimate Duo video game. Well, I'm glad I don't use eBay. Oh, and then, God, no, come on. Yeah, I'm glad I don't use eBay. Good Lord. And now I got to do it that way and tape it on because it's going to print out a whole freaking page. Well, that's not good. I should have just done it manually through stamps instead. Would have been a lot quicker. And now I gotta wait for that thing to catch up. Alrighty, next up we've got Heritage of England CD. One of my Hastings CDs. So for $6.30, headed to Atlanta, Georgia. I have to take the stickers off because it says used on the stickers, even though it's new and sealed. And if I don't, people will be like, the sticker says it's used. What? I bought a new one. And then I have to explain why it says used. Not because it was a reseal, but when you work as a music store and you get outside merchandise in that's not from a distributor or record label, it has to go into your system as used, because if you put it in as new and then you ended up having to return some items to the distributor for credit or whatever for more items, you can't get those items cross-contaminated, if you will. So they would go into, even though they're new, they would go into the system as used in a music store if they came from an outside source. Alrighty. We got you. Going up to Canada. That shouldn't cost $22 to go to Canada. I was thinking it was farther international at that price. Sony Walkman, non-working. Pulled that out of one of the videos. Sold for 15 bucks. Headed to Allen, Texas. Has anything sold since we've started? $92 at 9 o'clock. With some offers. I have 4 offers that popped through. Nice. Go ahead and take those. MG logo cap, $9. Accept. This Voss denim jeans, $15. Why did those not click on sale? So I guess the sale thing's not working properly. Because everything's on sale, but it didn't turn it on. And those were put up on the 2nd. That was 15 days ago. Huh. CD. Counter. Come on now. That Mr. Bean sealed DVD set. It's my Omri 15. I got it for 40. No, thank you. I already made my money back from that. I sold the Janet Jackson laser disc for $35. I spent $30 on those 3 items. So with fees and stuff, I've almost got my full 30 back. But I'm not going to sacrifice that for 15 just so I can be paid back in 2 days. So, next up, if you watched my video Saturday, yeah, 2 more items from that video. We've got the Game Boy Advance non-working condition, may just need a battery. I put on there, it may just need a battery. Because it's in pretty good looking shape, conditionally. So, sold for $61, headed to Warrensburg, Missouri. So, $61 for a non-working DS that I had in storage probably 10 plus years. The amount of money I pulled out of the storage. See, that just kind of shows you it's not just crap in storage. When I made these statements of how I probably got $10 million worth of stuff in storage, it's not all, and that's all based on like 1 million items at $10 a piece. $61. The Doom game, $50. I sold another game Friday for $70 that I pulled out of there. It was a sealed one, so I got a little bit more out of it. Another one for $30. Then the FIFA, then another one here. So just that one box I pulled out, actually, was it 2 boxes? So the big box games was in one box, and then these other little things were in another box. So just pulling those 2 boxes out of hundreds of thousands of boxes I've got in storage, and pulled that kind of money out of those. That's why I said conservatively at $10 a pop, because I think average I've got more than $10 a pop. Probably if you go by my sales history, it's going to be about $16 a pop. You know, so then you're talking, what, $15 million, $16 million in storage. So that's why I was saying 10 million conservatively. Maybe that'll be my inspiration for thumbnail. I'll see all the items I sold this weekend that I just pulled out of storage and add them up to how much money I made just from 2 boxes of storage stuff. And 2 boxes of storage items in 2 days. How much did I make? Next up, we've got the other one. This one wasn't as sought after as the pink one, but I got $38 out of it and non-working. And probably all it needs is a battery. If you can see, there's some bulging here. So that's probably definitely, you know, a bad battery. It may just need a battery. And it looked like it was the same siblings because they both have little stickers on them like that. Maybe one was a girl, one was a boy, maybe. No. $38 headed to Cedar Park, Texas. So there's what, almost $100 just on 2 items I pulled from storage. To anybody who questioned it, and I know there were several. I don't talk out of my ass just to make views. I talk out of my ass to look stupid, duh. When I do talk out of my ass, I try not to talk out of my ass. I'm not saying it won't happen and don't happen. I'm just saying I try not to. Because nobody's perfect, so don't expect me to be. Nobody's perfect. Sometimes I sit when I pee. I only do that because if you really want to know. Do you really want to know? You want me to really get personal? Because I will, and I do, and you know this. 9 times out of 10, I do sit when I pee. And you may ask, James, why? You're a man. You should be proud to just stand and pee and conquer the world. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. I got hemorrhoids. I got to make sure them things are always clean, because if I don't, they will ruin my day and my week. So when I sit to pee, I'm also cleaning just in case. Sweat, who knows what debris falls down your pants when you're eating. I don't know. I just got in the habit to make sure I'm always clean. Because it's not a pretty thing when my hemorrhoids are aggravated. And I'm walking like this for a week going, God, I hate this. Preparation H, where are you? Was that TMI? TMI is I. I am TMI. All right, we got Blood and Magic, another PC game I pulled out of storage. Headed to, oh no. Probably gonna lose this one. Headed to Argentina. Damn it. $44. Let me see their feedback. It's just Brazil who can't get used items, right? It's not all of South America, right? 8 feedback. Oh, man. 10 out of 10 feedback they've left for everybody. Well, at least 4 people. Oh, well. Oh, well. Hopefully it gets there. I haven't sent nothing to Argentina in quite a while. But I know South America as a whole is just miserable when it comes to the time it takes for items to get there. And now that Brazil don't even allow used items in their... What is up with that? Brazil don't allow used items in their country anymore. Who does that? Climate haters? I mean, really? You can't have used items in your country anymore? So what, you just want to throw everything away? Fill up the landfills? Make Earth worse than it already is? Come on now, people. All right. No used items in your country. All right. Like I said, I haven't found my mojo today, so I'm all over the place. I'm finding it with you, fine, loving folks of YouTube. I say that sarcastically because I'm not about, not to say you're not a lovely person, just I don't like patronizing if I don't know you, because that's fake. Unless I'm feeling like really happy and like, I love you all. I'm not in that mood right now. So that would have been patronizing. Patronizing is the right word, right? And I don't want to be a patronizer. I want it to come from the heart. All right. Come from the heart. Right now, my heart hasn't kick-started yet. 1084. Because my sinuses are still bothering me. I got a headache. Used PC game. Quantity 1. What was the value? 44. Yeah. Putting $44 as a value on something going to Argentina is probably a red flag like no other. $44. Let's take this one. Pocket. Did I not hit, or are you just lagging? I guess I just didn't click properly. All right now. Oh, I forgot to switch it over. James, you're doing this to yourself. I know. Doing it to myself. Pick it up, James. I need to go and get me. I'm not doing sugar, so I gotta get some caffeine. Get my Coke. Get a Coke Zero, I guess, today. I've been doing sugar-free Gatorade since I've been riding my bike, but today will be caffeine. I can reprint this. I'm going to have to reprint this. Oh, that's big. Okay. Reprint label. And can I switch? I should be able to switch, right? Yes. Okay. See, James, it's as easy as that. Simple. You overreacted because you forgot you could reprint. And how can you forget to reprint when you've been doing this 21 freaking years? I'm actually in a really good, happy mood because I love what I do. I'm just trying to find my headspace for the day. And for me, it's just making sure that I can list a lot. So I'm trying to figure out what kind of mood I'm in today. So I'll need kind of know what to do to myself to keep focused and or driven today. I kind of like the fact that, I don't know, sometimes I'm kind of upset that it's really hard for me to focus. And then other times I'm glad that I'm all over the place, but yet I have different ways to combat it. Because like when I have to take a pain pill for my back, for some reason, tramadol, I think it's tramadol, makes me focus. Really, I mean, it makes me feel like my mind's just not scatterbrained. I'm just focused, and I can just boom, boom, power through stuff. So, and for what Jan says, that, well, she didn't really say, she was just surprised that that's what it does to me. Like, I didn't ask her, well, what, is it not supposed to do that? So the way she reacts is like, it's not supposed to do that. I never really physically asked her. She's a pharmacist, so she would know. But she was just, she always seems surprised when I say, when I take pain pill for my back, I'm extremely focused. And maybe that's because I don't have nothing to, my mind's concentrating on. Like, my mind is feeling my back. So when it is feeling my back and I'm trying to work, my mind's scattered brain. Maybe it's something like that. Maybe my mind's more tied up with pain in my body than it is anything else. And I just don't even notice it because it's so common, right? That's why I baby my back. I baby the hemorrhoids. I baby anything that can cause me a week-long issue of problems. So, and those all kind of come together in one, all from an accident in '95, car accident. So, but so maybe that's it. Like, if I could probably take a pain pill every day, I'd probably be a hell of a lot more productive. But of course, I don't feel like the pain pills I take are addictive or anything. Like, I don't feel like I need them, or, oh, that was an awesome feeling, I got to have it. It was nothing like that. It's more like when I take them when I'm really it's bothering me, and I recognize that I can't focus, type of thing, or my mind's just constantly at it, or I just want to sit down and not get up and be like walking like this for a little bit. You know? We got an Alaska hat, sold for $750, headed to Window, North Carolina. Maybe that's the reason today, because my sinuses, I did some Flonase, but it hasn't really kicked in yet, I guess. Because I still got some sinus pressure, a headache, so that's probably why I can't really get on track yet. So, waiting for the meds to kick in there. That's probably why I'm kind of all over the place right now. Ain't it weird how, like, have you ever noticed, like, it seems like when people get life figured out is when they die? Not really figured out, but have themselves know who they are, and then they kind of die. Like, the one that just comes to my head is like Randy Rhoads. He didn't have no control over his death. Well, he did. If he wouldn't got into the plane, he wouldn't have died. But like, everybody talks like he knew exactly where he was going, what he was doing. Classical guitar. He was doing what he loved, and then boom, he dies. So they all almost kind of like that statement, only the good die young. But I kind of like rephrase it like, only the ones who know who they are die. When they've figured it out, or they've accepted it, or what have you, you know? I'm trying to think of other examples, but I'm blanking out right now. But it wasn't one of those things that was like in the forefront of my mind, but it was always one of those things, like a theory in the back of my head that would always piece things together. Sorry if this video is all over the place, but it's Monday morning. Even though I always say every day is a Friday when you work for yourself, which is kind of true. I'm skipping over these international items, but that's all right. Am I already caught up with everything that needs to go out? Nope. Got the purse, got this big old hat. I need a box, and one's international. But a hat should go over there. Let me get this hat out of here. Going to Australia. Panama. Panama Jack hat. Headed to Australia. That looks like an Australian hat, right? Sold for $10. If you watch like a Australian gold mining show, I need to put that on record because I think there's new ones out. I haven't watched that in a long time. I think all that dust just gets on my nerves. Like, find a way to harness that dust instead of just letting it go all over. When I'm watching that show, I'm like, there's got to be a way. Okay, you probably don't want to wet it down, obviously. So there's got to be a way to kind of trap that dirt and utilize it somehow. Because it just seems like a lot of chaos, right? If you watch the show, you know. But like, there's got to be a way to... There's got to be a benefit that you can get out of dirt and dust. But what is that benefit in life? And then use it to your advantage somehow. See, that's how I like that I think like that. But a lot of times it takes me down roads that are pointless to go down. Because who else would sit there and go, what's the benefits of dust and how could you utilize dust in a productive or positive manner? Who does that? Me. Who's the person who tries in the summertime to find a way to, instead of vacuuming the house of dog hair, set up fans in a certain way on the floors that it blows everything to one area and out the door? Who does that? Who tries to think of a system in the house that you could run around baseboards instead of baseboards that would suck in at a constant rate, suck in hair and dust? Me. Of course, it's probably not feasible, and it's definitely not energy efficient, but my mind thinks of, just tries to think outside the box with all kinds of stuff. Probably another reason I can't ever, it's hard for me to focus. So my mind's always trying to think of things like that that will never amount to anything. I think that's why I can't like enjoy moments. Like, I can't enjoy the moment. Like, that's one thing. One of my flaws is when I travel, I have to force myself and tell the people I'm with, force me to stop, smell, slow down, enjoy. Because I'm so easily off the rails when it comes to traveling. Like, I prefer the journey. I prefer stopping along the way, but then my head will get into, get there now. Got to get there at this time. Got to be there before dark to make sure we get a room. You know what I mean? So, like, that's what I try to use the guide trips for, is tell everybody, slow me down. If we have to sleep in the car, we'll sleep in the car. Like when I'm with Jan, that's not going to happen. She will never go for something like that. But when I'm with these guys, if we have to, we'll pull over the side road and pull out our sleeping bags and pop up a tent, right? Just be more carefree and not be so concerned with anywhere at a certain time type of thing. So that's what I love about those trips, is it allows me to free myself and just go with whatever. So, like the one time we was doing the Route 66, it was late at night, we had nowhere to stay, didn't know what we were going to do. Like, man, what are we going to do? I don't know. Then all of a sudden we passed the Wigwam hotels. If you don't know what the Wigwam hotels were, they're basically teepees that you sleep in. They were like in the Cars movie where you see the cones. Wigwam hotel is teepees. They're concrete, but they're teepees. So we're cruising down. We're like, don't know what we're going to do. And all of a sudden we see Wigwam. We didn't even know it was there. We're like, holy crap. The open sign flashing. Pull over. Ray runs in, gets us a teepee, and we sleep there for the night. So that's what happens when you allow yourself to, when I allow myself just to stop, slow down, enjoy the moment. Because we were like, in that area, I don't remember anything. I remember we were looking for some place unique to eat. It was so late. There was really nothing. We had to be stuck with, like, I think McDonald's hamburgers because we waited so late. And then we're like, well, what are we going to do? There's nothing around here. It's so late. There's really no hotels that we could see at the time where we were. And then we just happened to come across the wigwam thing. So that was pretty cool. All right. Australia. Panama Jack. No. 10 by 8 by 4. What's the price? $10. I wish my headache would go away. Go away, go away, go away. Move. All right, we got Tampa Bay Rays hat headed to Sulphur, Louisiana, sold for $10. Didn't do a pulling video today, so if you're going to be waiting for a pulling video after this video, I did not make one. I think I got a couple of True Gather orders to pull too, but their location I wrote down up front, so I have to, or upstairs, so I have to do that off the camera because I already deleted my unsold when I did some end and sell similars yesterday, so I have to pull those off camera. I got Dick Hames CD. Sold for $333, headed to Bartlesville, Oklahoma. Well, there's at least one low dollar item. Two more Australia here. I even got a South Korea now. Where are we at? We were at 92. Now we're at 138 at 9:30. So I'm headed toward the low end of where I like to be. 150 to 250. I'm up 7%. Thankfully, because of the weekend. Now if I can get every day to act like they're supposed to, that would be awesome. Love Nut CD. Sold for $333. Headed to Australia. They're on a holiday. Hooligans holiday, yeah. That under. Okay. There we go. We're on a holiday. Hooligans holiday. 7, 3, 7. We're on a holiday. Hooligans holiday. We're an hour in. That sounds like enough. Got one more CD that went to Australia. And And then some stuff that I haven't pulled yet that's sold. So we'll get that on the next video. So Bloom Audio Adrenaline CD sold for $3, $3.33. Headed to Australia too. Different person. All right. Let's tidy this up. Oh, got 2 more offers. Vera Bradley cosmetic travel bag sold. And Euro, 18 euro for the Ghostbusters 2 soundtrack on cassette. Yes, please. Sweet. So there's a little $30 right there in 2 minutes time. So it kind of looks like things are back on, even though there was that huge shutdown. I mean, I got 8 o'clock hour, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9 o'clock hour, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items in the 9 o'clock hour, including a Purdue Boilermaker scarf I put up last night. So, new stuff I just put up, selling still. Many items per hour still, even with the shutdown. So hopefully I'm still on a good server. Well, if you made it this far into the video, I'm going to give you exactly what I'm doing, so we don't have people who don't watch my videos taking advantage of the stuff. You got to go through the pain of listening to me if you want the good stuff. All right. So, like I said, I think it's server related because I'm on a good server this weekend. We see the difference between good and bad when eBay's working for me, when it's not working for me. As I said a million times, I think it's server related, and it seems to be. I didn't get no server errors this weekend, no server failures, no system errors as I was listing, and I had good sales. When my sales are bad, I usually get those. But being said that, I'm going to let you know what I'm doing. So if you want to try to replicate, you can. If not, that's fine too. Promoting, I'm using the dynamic promoting, and I'm doing it plus 2%. So it's dynamic, so it uses what they suggest is the average plus 2%. So it's like the second box, and that's what I'm using for promoting right now. Since I started using it, I've been on a good server. So how it looks when I'm not on a quote-unquote good server, I don't know yet. So if you don't believe it is server related, that's what I'm using for the last like 4 days. So, and then I've always said it seems like a 30% off sale is the sweet spot. So I'm back up to all my items being 30% off. So if you have unique items, you can up your item price and then do a sale. Are all of these items together causing the good sales? Or is it because I'm on a good server that's causing the good server? So I believe it's here, but just in case you don't believe that and you believe over here, that's what I'm doing if you prefer to try something like that. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm doing. So 7.1% up. We are at $156 at $9.35. So I just entered my low end where I like to be at 10 o'clock, and I still have 25 minutes to go. So, and I just took $30 worth of orders. So if they pay within the next 20 minutes, that's going to put me right in the middle of where I like to be. So with overnight sales shut down, I had $16 at 8 o'clock. So from $16 to $156 in an hour and 36 minutes. So there you go. And obviously it's not just one item. All right. I think that'll be all, people. I appreciate you all watching, liking, and being subscribed and all that good stuff. So I am off to the post office. Got a big old shipment to take. And I got to get this purse done and those 2 True Gather items. I think it was True Gather. Let's see here. Yeah. My junk mail's starting to come into my inbox now. It's a pain. Gypsy, a Musical Fable LP. That sold for $3.77. And the Buckeye Way, Official Music of Ohio State Buckeyes on CD, sold for $5.60. So I got to get those sent out. And then I'm off. So thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Later.